Hi guys, this is Jordan here from ASM Overland, and welcome back to my channel. So today it's Wednesday, and now I'm pretty sure you know what this means. Yeah, this means we're gonna talk about gear. And today I'm gonna test and review a product you saw in my latest Wednesday gear video. It's the Fire Maple Island steamer kit. I'm pretty excited about it, so I'm gonna test it. Obviously I'm gonna cook a meal, and you know what, I'm gonna organize a surprise dinner for my girlfriend Lizanne at the same time. Today it's pretty windy and I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try to speak out loud so you can hear me crystal clear. Let's go. Okay, so this steamer kit comes in a nice packaging like this. You got the cooking units, cooking system, and a little flyer with some recipe in there. So now let's get to the cooking system itself. So it comes in a really nicely made nylon pouch with some velcro, so you can nicely unfold it, open it, and inside you have a nice cutting board, so that's pretty nice. Obviously it's a bit out of shape, but you just have to squeeze it a bit, put it back in shape. Holy sh**. Okay, so first some infos about this cooking system, this steamer kit system. It's made of aluminum, Triton, the Triton in some kind of plastic, and this is what the lid and the bowls, which are included, are made of. And you also have nylon, and that was the black pouches you saw just before. The total assembly weighs 645 grams, so it's less than a kilo. I think this might be just a bit fancy and unnecessary for hiking or bikepacking adventures, but I will be glad to put that in the drawer of my Subaru Forester for overlanding. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be another option, fancy way to cook at camp, and I really like to cook at camp. Lizanne loved that as well, so we're gonna be very pleased to have steamed vegetables at camp. It's also a very healthy way to cook and eat vegetables. So you have one pot, two bowls, two sporks, one steamer, one chopping board, one gas canister stand, and the nylon pouch you saw just before. This is BPA free, and just so you know, you can fit a small gas canister inside the pot, and you can also fit a mini stove in the steaming part here, so you can really fit everything together, put it on the pouch, and then put it on your bag for a nice adventure. So everything's included and ready to cook. So here you have a self-lock handle. So to unlock it, you have to put a bit of force here, and then you can pull it out, and it's locked in place like that as well. You have a nice lid with some kind of rubber thing to grab it without burning your fingers. These are the two included sporks you can lock as well to be ready to heat. Here, this is the lid for the bowls. This is one of the two included bowls with the lid that you can fit on it like this. This is the gas canister stand. Pretty useful because it can be a pretty high unit once everything's set up. It depends on the terrain you are, it can be a bit uneven, unstable. That is a nice addition to the kit. And the second bowl. Now this is really nicely thought because, as I said, you have everything included, and you just have to put water, vegetables, cook, and you can cook right out of this cooking system. You don't have to buy other cookware, accessories or anything. Then you have the pot, and this is where the steaming process is gonna happen. You have to put this on top. Then we'll have to put this unit on a stove, boil water, obviously put the lid on and let your vegetables steam. And here you also have a nice heat exchanger, and this is gonna be useful as well to lock the pot on your stove. So that's it for the presentation and the infos about this cooking system, this steamer kit. So what I'm gonna do now is bring some food here and test it, cook some rice, steam some vegetables, and make a nice meal for my girlfriend. I hope she's gonna be surprised. I'm pretty excited about this, so please stay tuned. Okay, so I've brought everything in order to cook. So I have the stove with the gas canister. This is the Fire Maple X Store 2. We got some brown rice, broccoli with some onion just under it. I'm gonna keep it a bit simple just for testing. Some soy sauce, some kind of seasoning with garlic, pepper. This is a mix we found, I think, in Finland. We don't really know what's inside, but it smells pretty good. There's salt, pepper, anything. Some water, obviously, you're gonna need this. Let's cook. Okay, so I'm still gonna try to follow this nice recipe here. Okay, add rice and water to the pot. Turn heat on to high. Okay, let's do that. So they said on the packaging here that there is a maximum of 500 milliliters of water when you want to steam something. So I have a lot of rice here. I think it will be too much. We'll see. I'm gonna add the water first. I'm gonna add the water. Okay. So I've reached the max of the 500 milliliters, half liter. I'm gonna pour the rice in it. Okay, gonna put everything. I think it's a good portion for 2 person. I eat a lot, so okay, should be good, hopefully. Now we have to place it on the stove. As I said, it perfectly fits, the heat exchanger perfectly fits into this knobs here, so it won't go anywhere. That's awesome. Okay. And once the water starts to boil, I'm gonna add the steamer basket on top with all the vegetables, of course, and let it steam with a low fire for 15-20 minutes. So that's pretty straightforward, actually. Yeah, it's pretty... I've already processed all the vegetables, so... Is it boiling? No, it's not. So in this I have one... I'm sorry about the noise of the stove. I hope you can hear me. In this I have an entire broccoli, a small one, and one onion as well, a small one. So I think that's okay for 2 people, 2 person. Let's try and see if it fits in there. So I like big chunks of broccoli. Okay, seems okay. With the onions on top. throwing food all over the place is part of cooking outdoor, and maybe this is why I love it so much. Okay. So just a bit of... Now, that's gonna be good with the lid. Okay, so the water and the rice inside of the pot is starting to boil. So as I said in the recipe, I'm just gonna add the steam basket on top of it, the lid, and wait it sit for 15-20 minutes. Let's try this. Maybe shake it out. Maybe we can shake it just a bit so all the vegetables sit nicely and I can fit the lid. And let's go. Okay. Now we just have to wait. It's pretty easy, right? You can see here the steaming process happening. We have steams coming out of the vents because we still have to vent it. It smells really good, nice vegetables. You can see that they are going like greener, like they should be, so everything working nicely, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste absolutely delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, it's nicely cooked. Okay, so now it's cooked. I'm gonna set up the table for the surprise. I'm gonna put this aside and serve it into the bowls after, because if you're used to cook outdoor, you know that everything's getting cold really quick. So just put this aside, end the steaming process, set up the table, call my girlfriend, and see how she likes it. Rice first. I think the rice is a bit overcooked. Oh yeah, way overcooked. Just a bit of seasoning, soy sauce, garlic, and a bit of pepper. I'm gonna add some little flowers. Be right back. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm gonna call her. Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Ta-da!
Wow.
You're so surprised. So, just cooked for you some nice broccoli with onions, with this awesome steamer kit by Fairy Maple.
Was it good?
Awesome. And I've put some flowers here, a bit of seasoning. The rice is overcooked, but it should be pretty good.
Okay.
So let's sit and let's try it. The broccoli are nicely steamed.
Yep.
Just a bit too much for my taste, but
No, but it's good. You did very well.
thank you. I have more seasoning if you want.
No, I think you did well with the seasoning as well.
Sure.
You
Perfect.
seasoned well.
Do you think
Ah.
this bowl is enough for one person?
For you, no.
Okay, but for you,
But for me, it's plenty.
it's okay.
Yeah, but it's not made for Jordans. Like it's not made for people who eat.
So this is what I thought.
For you,
Those little balls are okay for a normal person, but if you eat like a lot, this is not gonna be enough for two person. But it's a nice appetizer.
No. What you mean is not 2 person. It's not enough for someone who eats a lot. Like you. Like I think you will probably need like 2 to 3 times this bowl. You too.
Probably.
But the spoon, fork,
Yeah. It's a,
spork.
yeah, it's a spork, a mix between a spoon and a fork.
The spork is good.
Everything?
The broccoli are too are overcooked.
Yeah, everything's overcooked.
But the idea of a bowl is very nice, and this is cute as well. We don't need it right now because it's a plain day, so it's not necessary. But it's cute. Yeah.
So as I said, this is a new way of cooking at camp. Like steaming vegetables is not something we do
No.
really often. But with this piece of kit, it's really easy, really quick, really simple. So I think we are gonna do that more often.
Yeah. Good idea.
Okay, so I think that was a success for the little surprise and also for the island steamer kit. So my girlfriend Lizanne was really happy with this little surprise. It's always great, you know, to add some joy, some happiness, especially during these times of quarantine. So maybe if you're also stuck at home, make a little surprise for your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, or maybe the whole family. Let's cook outside if you can, and do something else indoor. You can always do that. Anyway, it was also, as I said, a success for the steamer kit. I really loved it. It does the job really well. It's really simple to use, pretty practical, easy to clean as well. I love the fact that it's a complete kit ready to use. You have the pot, the steam basket, you even have the cutting board, 2 bowls, the sporks. It's absolutely ready to go. All you need is a stove. The nylon pouch pocket is also a nice feature. I love it. Everything is explained. It comes with recipe. That's well thought, actually. I love these little details when it comes out of a product. Really love details. And as every fire maple products I had, the finish, the product quality is really nice. And this is definitely something I'm gonna put in the drawer of my forester to steam some vegetables. Maybe not every time, but really often at camp. I love that. So this, I'm gonna clean it and put it in the forester for the next adventures, that for sure. The only downside I found, and we talked about that with Lizanne while eating, is that the steam basket is a little bit tiny. It's on the packaging, is for 2 person, but if you eat a lot, if you went through a tough day, you want really to feed the belly, you know. This is a bit tiny. This is the only downside I saw, but if you eat normally, I think it's a good size. In this video, just so you can imagine the thing, 1 broccoli and 1 onion, it was top. It was at the max of the steaming basket. So that's the only downside. So if you want more info about it, I'm gonna put the link of the Fire Maple website down below in the description. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. You can also check my Instagram account, my Facebook page, and my merch store. And if you really want to support me, maybe in another way, I also have a Patreon page. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next week.